Welcome back. Remember, in previous video we introduced DBMS and understood the term database. Do remember to watch the videos in sequence so that you can understand the concept clearly. In this lecture we consider part 2 of DBMS. Let us know evolution of database management system. Evolution of DBMS means progress and advancement in database management system happened over the years. Earlier, data was considered, accessed and modified manually. Such conventional method of handling data was cumbersome and error-prone. Top-level management found it hard to make timely and correct decisions. To solve this problem, organizations wanted a software system so as to manage their huge amount of data automatically. Since 1960s, different models have been designed to store, read and modify the data. In early 1960s, efforts were made to develop business-oriented software such as COBOL, that is, Common Business-Oriented Language. As the years progressed, software development became more efficient and more reliable DBMS models were developed. Have a look at this picture showing the evolution of DBMS. Although much improvement has taken place in recent years, for our study purpose, the evolution of database management system is considered in 4 distinct decades, that is 1960s, 1970s, 1980s and 1990s. The following are distinct phases in the evolution of DBMS. First one, file-oriented system during 1960s. Second one, hierarchical DBMS model during 1970s. Third one, network DBMS model during the same decade of 1970s. Fourth one, relational DBMS model or RDBMS during 1980s. Fifth one, object-oriented model during 90s and object-relational model also in 1990s. Let us consider each one of the models in detail. Before going to consider file-oriented system, let us know what is a file. File is a collection of data stored as a single unit. Operating system uses a file system, FAT, NTFS, etc. to create, open, read, modify and close the files. It is a method of grouping and keeping data independently. For example, first test result file is independent of second test result file. If there is no file system, all the data would merge to each other and it would be difficult for computer to find required data. Imagine how messy it would be if you write notes of all subjects, draw your favorite rangoli or mehendi designs or play tic-tac-toe all in one notebook. Now consider the meaning of file format. It is very much necessary for us to understand file formats because often in our mobile phones we see that a file cannot open and we get worried about that. If a file contains some written or typed information, it is known as text file. Similarly, if a file contains a photo, it is known as graphic file. Files are given names and they are associated with file formats. For example, TXT, DocX, PDF, PPTX, JPEG, GIF, MP3, AVI, MP4, etc. The file formats are decided by the application programs in which these files were created. For example, if we saved a notepad file, its format will be automatically .txt. This picture shows a list of files in different formats. Now let us know what is file-oriented system. It is a software system of maintaining and managing data in the form of files. It is an old method of managing data and still used by the operating systems. In this system, programming languages like COBOL, that is Common Business-Oriented Language, are used to create the data files, write data into them, read, edit, open and close them. To manage data, the file-oriented system contains data file as well as program file. The data in data file is accessed and modified by the program file. Hence, each program defines, manages and maintains its own data. Here the application programs directly interact with the data and take the responsibility of managing the data. These pictures show program file and data file used in the file-oriented system. The program file shows a piece of COBOL code. File-oriented system was the initial effort to manage data in computers. It has some problems or demerits as follows. First one, data isolation. There is no sharing of data across applications as data are scattered among different files and the files may be in different formats. Hence, it is difficult to work with the independent files with a single program. Second one, data redundancy. There is chance of creating similar files in different formats which results in duplication of data known as redundancy. This consumes lot of storage space and there will be no uniform update of data. Third one, limited scope. Due to collecting of files resulting from each application, creating its own files, the number of files increases and thus maintenance becomes difficult. Fourth one, time consuming. The time taken for application development is very long. Files needed for a new application must be created from scratch since sharing of existing files is not possible. Fifth one, data inconsistency. There is chance of data inconsistency due to non-uniform updating of data. This creates many files having same data but with some difference. Sixth one, manual task. As data manipulation task is done manually, it is difficult to manage huge amount of data. Seventh one, no flexibility. There is loss of flexibility in accessing the data quickly. Backup and recovery of data is difficult. As file-oriented system has many demerits, improved data handling techniques were developed. Among these, record-based models became popular. The first record-based model is hierarchical DBMS model. Let us know the history of hierarchical model. During late 1970s, that is in 1968, IBM company launched the world's first commercial database called Information Control System and Data Language or Interface. In 1969, it was renamed as Information Management System IMS. This was developed for Apollo 11 mission to Moon by NASA. This database system kept the track of huge bill of materials, that is inventory, for the Apollo space vehicle and Saturn V rocket, which were composed of lakhs of parts. Then it evolved as IBM System 360, ZOS, Web Services, etc. Let us look at its structure or architecture. Information Management System IMS is a database system that stores data using hierarchical structure. In this model, blocks of data are arranged in the form of tree structure. Each block is known as a segment. Each segment can have different pieces or types of data. Each segment can have different types of data known as fields for inserting records. One segment is linked with another segment, creating a parent-child kind of relationship. This type of DBMS model was based on binary trees, where the shape was like a tree and the relations were only limited between parent and child records. Hierarchical model can have one-to-many relationship from parent to child direction. Hierarchical model is a type of navigational database system. That means record or data are accessed by defining path to reach that data. This page shows graphical representation of hierarchical model. At the root level, it has employee segment containing employee ID, employee name, department ID, and joining date fields. At the second level, salary and address are the segments. And at the third level, salary segment has taxes, provident fund, and deduction segments as its children segments. This page shows another example of hierarchical model related to customer records. Let us list the advantages of hierarchical model. 1. Data insertion and deletion is easy. As it follows sequential access, fixing location of a particular data is easy. Second one, data at the top level is very fast to access because there will be less number of nodes at the top. Third one, data can be processed efficiently operating fully on a particular data. Fourth one, it uses tree structure that is familiar to programs, means hierarchical model follows tree data structure. Fifth one, it provides predictable performance since all paths of segments are known. Sixth one, it is very well suited for sequential access of data like in magnetic tapes. Seventh one, its structure very much resembles the hierarchical structure of organizations. Recall the different levels of management in an organization. There are some disadvantages of hierarchical model. First one, design gets complicated if the segments are more. Users require physical representation of the database. Second one, slower accessing of data at lower level segments and also uses recursive or repetitive programming. Third one, as sequential access is hardly used today and hence hierarchical model has become obsolete. Fourth one, there is lack of structural independence and many-to-many relationship is not supported. The second type of record-based data model is network model. Let us know the history of network model. The network model was developed by Charles Bachman in 1969 when he was working at General Electric GE company, now Honeywell. His model was known as IDS or Integrated Data Store. He wanted to develop more efficient DBMS model than hierarchical model. In 1971, CODASIL, Conference on Data Systems Languages Group or Consortium, developed improved DBMS model. This was also based on network model but was more standardized than IDS model. Remember, CODASIL is responsible for the development of COBOL programming language. The network model has following structure. Network model uses directed graph structure to store and access data. Note that graph is a data structure where nodes represent data or a set of records and edges or arcs or arrows represent relationships. The overall structure creates a network or mesh which is more complex compared to hierarchical structure. Network model allows the nodes or set of records to have many-to-many relationship. This means a parent node can relate to many child nodes as well as a child node can be related to more than one parent node. Similar to hierarchical model, network model is also a type of navigational database system. That means records or data are accessed by defining path to reach that data. This page shows how network model looks. There are 5 nodes or record sets: college, class A, class B, teacher A and teacher B at 3 levels. See that network model is an extension of hierarchical model. In hierarchical model, the ends were open, but in network model, all or some of them are interconnected to create a network structure. This is another example of network model showing 2 record sets, customer and account, each one having 4 records. This model can have many-to-many relationship. Note that Mary and Monica have joint account, whereas Mukesh has 2 accounts for himself. Let us look at the advantages of network model. 1. It has multi-parent support, that is, uses many-to-many relationship. Second one, like hierarchical model, it also has simple concept and easy to design. Third one, the data accessing is more easy and flexible compared to hierarchical model. Fourth one, in network model, a member record set cannot exist without an owner record set. Fifth one, it provides predictable performance since all paths of the segments are known, hence promotes data integrity. Data integrity means the overall accuracy, completeness and consistency of data. Sixth one, data processing is faster like hierarchical model. Seventh one, provides data independence by isolating the programs from the complex physical structure details. Let us look at the disadvantages of network model. First one, as records are maintained using pointers, the database structure becomes complex compared to hierarchical model. Second one, the insertion, deletion and updating operations of any record require large number of pointer adjustments. Third one, it lacks structural independence, means it strictly sticks to the data structure. And fourth disadvantage is users need to know the physical representation of the database. I hope this video was useful for you. Let us meet in the next class. Like and share my videos. Thank you.